Okay everybody, I'm going to show you how to make a Euro barrel rifle foregrip for your Tippmann X7. This is going to be a pretty quick walkthrough because I have to make 3 of them today, so I'm not going to be doing a ton of explanation. And also, it's raining pretty hard, so I can't go to the shop, so I'm just going to be doing this in my garage right now. It's dirty, so sorry about that. So what we're going to need to do it is an XP5 foregrip from Tippmann. Your Tippmann X7, and we have a 14-inch barrel on it right now. We're going to be making the foregrip so that it'll work with a 14-inch barrel. And the airsoft gun that you need to purchase is called a K94. We all know what it really is supposed to be, but the knockoff one is called a K94 airsoft gun. You can find them for about $60 on eBay. First thing we're going to need to do is take some measurements. So we're going to take our XP5 foregrip, and here's a cyclone side, here's the facing side. So we're going to want to make our cut on this side of the screw that's on either side, because that's what's going to be holding the back part together. So it's going to be right around here. Actually, it's 1.5 inches from this back portion. We're going to draw a line on either side. Okay, as you can see here, we took our tape measure and we measured 1.5 inches from right here, and then we drew a line down and did the same thing on the back side. Continued the line all the way across. And we're going to be cutting with the saw blade just on this side of the line. Alright, we now have the back portion of the XP5 foregrip. That's exactly what we need. That's how our Euro battle rifle foregrip is going to attach onto the X7. Now, you want to get the foregrip off of the airsoft gun, because that's going to be the front part of that. So using the screwdriver that comes with the airsoft gun, take all the screws out and detach the foregrip from the airsoft gun. We don't need that anymore. And now you're left this foregrip from the airsoft rifle that we need to mod to accept that. You're going to take off, it just slips right off, the front sight, and then you'll have the 2 clamshells. Alright, now we have the 2 clamshells of the airsoft foregrip. We'll be hollowing those out later, taking everything out with the Dremel, but that's later. So you take the back portion of the XP5 foregrip, put it on your X7, and because we want it to work for a 14-inch barrel, but we want to find out where to cut the length of this. Set this right up against and just slide this back until it's right around how long you want it to be. Butt it up right there. So I know that I want it right about that length, so that with the front sight on, we'll have a few inches of the 14-inch barrel sticking out. So we want it right there. So we will mark with a marker right down that side and do the same thing with the other one. And then we'll chop off the back portion. Okay, we now have our airsoft foregrip marked with a line. We measured with our tape measure from this back portion forward exactly 3 7/8 inches from the back to where we marked the line. And we did the same thing on the back side, 3 7/8 inches, right there. It's easy to figure out where the actual cut is, because we're cutting right here, right along this line, so you have a guide. Okay, we now have our airsoft foregrip that we've cut down along that line all the way through, and that's the first major cut. And you can see where we're going with this. You have your XP5 foregrip on the back, and this is going to be right up on the front of it. And there's this gap, that'll be taken care of too, but this is pretty much what we're going for. This is going to be attached to the front of the XP5. That's what we're shooting for. But now the next step we are going to cut with our saw right along the front, and we're going to remove this part that the airsoft sight went on. We don't need that, so we're going to remove that right now with our saw.